अब हामी फेरि विल गो फरवर्ड ओके देन नेक्स्ट के छ यहाँ हेर्नुहोस् between the 8th and the 18th century the kings and officers built two kinds of structures. So mainly when these big structures were built, whoever built it, especially the kings and their officers, dui tarika ko, mainly the kings built it, okay? Two types of structures were built. Now what were those two types of structures? अलिकति त हामीले यहाँ यसलाई हेरौँ हाम्रो टाइमलाइन हेरौँ 8th century छ टाइमलाइन 8th century to कति थियो 18th century है भन्नुको मतलब 8th 9th 10th 11th 12th गरे सबै गर्दाखेरि 100 years कति भयो 1000 राइट 1000 years को कुरा हुँदैछ है so many different kings must have come in the picture यो टाइममा चाहिँ what kind of structures were built भन्ने mainly दुई तरिकाको structures were built भन्दैछ हो so त्यो दुई तरिकाको structure चाहिँ के थियो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ number 1 if you look at it firstly कस्तो थियो अरे forts राजाहरू बस्ने ठाउँ है forts palaces garden residence tombs भनेको चाहिँ उनीहरूको dead body राख्ने ठाउँ है चियान भनेको जस्तो then safe protected and grandiose places of rest in this world and the next. So basically tomb लाई चाहिँ त्यो भनेको है safe protected and grandiose places of rest भनेको चाहिँ मान्छे मरेपछि चाहिँ त्यहाँ राख्थ्यो भनेको है so basically mainly के थियो forts palaces garden residences and tombs है so mainly यो राजाहरू related उनीहरूको personal use को लागि now second कस्तो खालको what kind of structures were meant भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ structures for public activity like people जनताको लागि people citizens को लागि बनिएको structures for example temples mosque tanks wells caravanserais bazaars all these were used for people okay हामी आम जनताले use गर्ने thing so again you see two kinds of structures were built one was specially focused for the use of the king and their people and the rest was the second type was focused towards the utility of the public okay now अब यो again कोले बनाउँछन् of course kings will have to make sure that these things are there for its subject भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ यहाँनिर please subject पढ्ने subject भनेको यहाँ चाहिँ जनता भनेको ल subject meaning people the people of that kingdom okay जनता भन्छ नि like that okay so basically they made all this so that people would have comfort and that you know they would always also win their praise मान्छेहरुको जनताको praise पाओस् भनेर okay and another thing is who else kings built number 1 kings ले बनाउनु भयो who else built these structures भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ also by merchants किन because some of the merchants used to be very rich and they would also spend that money to build these structures okay so merchants ले चाहिँ के build गर्नु भएछ again temples mosque wells okay again मान्छेलाई नै काम लाग्ने चीज all right and then these merchants also built domestic मतलब houses for themselves like large mansion भनेको चाहिँ हवेली भन्छ हिन्दी ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा हैन हिन्दी उर्दुमा हवेली भन्छ so you see basically big bungalows big mansions where these merchants would live all right but again यो 8th century को देखि लिएर 18th century सम्म चाहिँ we have to understand that these के भन्छ most of the structures from the earlier period did not were not saved okay अहिले हामी it did not survive तर of course अहिले हामी जति पनि ruins हरु पाउँछौं that is from 18th century onward ruins या फिर proper structure जुन पाउँछ it is from 18th century onwards all right तर हामीले हेर्यो भने again just अगाडि हामीले we are looking at Qutub Minar and that is from somewhere here somewhere 13th century हैन 13th century को 12th and 13th century ko so that also has survived why because it was made out of concrete okay and तपाईले के ध्यान दिनु पर्छ यो rulers and buildings मा चाहिँ कि just think of imagine the craft persons the people who built this how skilled they were how good they were in what they did that such beautiful structures could come alive alright. So हामीले यो कुरालाई ध्यान दिनुपर्छ. Now if you look at this other section over here, labor for Agra fort भन्दाखेरि यहाँ हेर्नुस् त तपाईले just look at Agra fort बनाउनलाई कति, of course it was built by Akbar, we know that, right? Ani how many stone cutters? 2000 stone cutters. Cement and lime makers 2000, laborers 8000. Imagine. So यहाँ already कति छ 12000 त people were required to build that Agra fort. So you can just तपाईले अलिकति त्यसलाई इमेजिन गर्नु सक्नुहुन्छ कि what a big task यो राजाले के गर्नु खोजिरहनु भएको थियो है. And imagine the kind of money that must have gone in it, हैन. लेबर त भइहाल्यो, स्किल भइहाल्यो, ट्यालेन्ट, क्राफ्ट्समनशिप त भइहाल्यो. एट द सेम टाइम त्यो राजाको भिजन, हैन, अ ब्युटिफुल स्ट्रक्चर लाइक दिस भन्ने इट इज रियली इन्ट्रेस्टिङ वान्स यु गेट टु अप्रिसिएट दिज स्ट्रक्चर्स. यो चाहिँ अब आर्टको रूपमा हामीले हेऱ्यो भने चाहिँ इट विल बी भेरी यु विल लाइक इट मोर. ओके.